We know the story, but the thing is now what really caught my attention is the fact that here was 80-year-old Moses had already lived in Egypt, but God meets him at the backside of the desert on the side of a mountain. And what that simply suggests to me is that God is no respecter of persons. See, because God could have met him in Egypt. Somebody ain't got that yet, but it wasn't time yet. So what Moses had to do, Moses had to experience being up, and then Moses had to experience being down. And the funny thing about that is that God didn't meet him while he was up. God met him when he was down. In other words, what God is trying to get us and Moses to understand is that God don't care nothing about your titles. God don't care nothing about who you think you are. God don't care nothing about how much money you think you make, what kind of job you think you got, how good your husband treats you, how good your wife treats you, how much you think you got going on for yourself. The fact of the matter is that God don't care nothing about your self-giving titles. He could have met Moses when he was a prince, yeah, but he didn't. He waited till he was a shepherd so he could understand what it means to be up and what it means. And you know what? Another thing that it shows us about God, it shows us that if God will meet you when you down, yeah, if he'll meet you when you down, yeah, that means he's able to take you up. And then look, another thing I love about God, now if he meets you while you're down, he's able to take you up, but then you know if you do go back down, God will still be right there because that's where he met you at. You know what, I get so tired of church folk because they always try to act like they got everything together, but the truth is, and the fact of the matter is, you really didn't meet God until you fell flat on your face from doing something you wasn't supposed to. He meets you while you're down, because then you realize I need somebody other than me. Yeah. While you're up, you think you got it going on and you got the big head and the big chest, your chest stuck out. But the bottom line is, God ain't gonna meet you while you up there because you got your head is too swole. So then he got to bring you down. So then you can realize I do need some Jesus here. I do need some God on my side. I don't have it all together. I can't figure it all out by myself. I need some Jesus. And that's when God will meet you, when you realize you don't have it all together. Yeah, he met him at the backside of the desert. That means he went through some dry times. He went through some dry times, yeah. In order to get to the fertile land, he had to go. He met him. Now watch this, what God says. He introduces himself. Moses, take off your shoes. For the place you stand on is holy. Take off your shoes, Moses. For the place you stand on is holy. See, what God wanted Moses to understand is, wherever God is, you better recognize and show some respect. Yeah. I wish I had somebody. See, you can't just be inside these walls and do anything and say anything, or you know what, even think anything, because where God is, there needs to be some type of respect. Take off your shoes, Moses. Take off your shoes. The Bible says you better be careful how you enter. I need to tell somebody in here, leave your shoes on, but take off some of them thoughts. Yeah. You ain't come to church and say, I ain't gonna say it. Take out some of them thoughts. The place you stand is holy. The place you stand is holy. He says, Moses, he said, I have seen my people. Woo, bless your name, God. I have heard their cry, and I know, oh my God. You know what? He said, I have seen. God sees everything. It ain't no need of you trying to shake and fake, because God see everything you're doing. He hear everything you're saying, and he know every place that you're going. It ain't no way that you can escape God. Yeah, some of y'all know it's quiet. I ain't expecting a lot of amens on that anyway, you know, because somebody was doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing last night. And I just want to bless you. God saw you, God heard you, and he knows. He says, I've seen, I've heard, I know. He says, I've seen, I've heard, I know. Now watch this. The thing that trips me out is because God calls Moses. Moses says, Lord, who am I? And I like that. I like that about Moses. A lot of people say he was making excuses. Moses wanted to make sure that he was going to do the right thing. You know, I don't knock nobody for making sure they're doing the right thing. Moses said, Lord, who am I? Who am I, you know? He realizes he alone can't save nobody. He alone can't deliver nobody. He realized he is nothing and nobody. I want to bless somebody in here. Just because you got a good voice, that don't make you nobody. Just because you think you can preach, that don't make you no. I wish I had somebody. Just because you think you got a good job, that don't make you nobody. You can't do nothing unless God help you. And so what God says is, he says, look, Moses, he said, God, Moses said, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? God says, Moses, you're not nobody. I'm going to be with you. I really want somebody to get that. Moses says, who am I? God don't disagree with him and say he's nobody. He says, I'm going to be with you. Yeah. See, that's why people can't understand little Marcus Stewart. You know, God is able to use him because you know why? It's not me, it's God. Say, look, Marcus, you ain't nobody. Hey, sit down and shut up because you ain't nobody. But the reason why you are able to do anything is because I'm with you. I wish somebody would get that. It's not you. It's not you. You ain't nobody. God didn't disagree. You ain't nobody. What's going to cause you to bring them children out is because I'm with you. Yeah, so he said, look, Moses, you ain't nobody. You ain't nobody. Don't worry about it. I know you ain't nobody. I know you're not, but I'm going to be with you. It's a good thing to know that. It's a good, I can't stay there. He said, who am I? He says, who am I? Who am I? God says, I'm going to be with you. Then he says, who will I say sent me? Lord, I need to know what authority I'm going on. See, because the Egyptians, they associated their gods with names. And so Moses needed a title. I wish I had somebody. Moses needed a title. So when he got to Egypt, he said, I'm not here under my own authority, but I'm here because I was sent here. And God, I need to know who to tell him sent me. Now watch what God says. What God says is, I am that I am. I am the originator. Look. God says, I am that I am. I am that. In other words, what God says, he said, I am the one who gave life. I am the one who sustains life. I am where everything begins. I am the El Shaddai, the self-sufficient, self-sustaining, all-powerful, all-knowing, myself, me, myself, and I don't need nobody else. I am self-sustaining. Yeah. Anything you need, that I am. Yeah. I like that. Anything you need, that I am. I am that. You need money, I am that. I am. Yeah. My God. You need a comforter, I am that. I am. I wish somebody would understand that you serve a God who's able to call himself, I am that I am. I am. What authority? What authority? Authority. I made the world. I am. Who I'm going to tell him send me? Who I'm going to tell him send me? I am sent you. Who is I am? That's the God that I serve. The God that made you able to sit on the throne that you sitting on sent me. I am. I am. I am that I am. I am. Somebody needs to recognize. You better, we used to say that when we was in the street, you better recognize what that says is that there's something greater than you that's bubbling on the horizon. You better recognize the great I am, the El Shaddai. Jehovah God, you better recognize I am. Now watch, this brings up to our text. Moses says, after God gives him his answer, Moses has a lot more complaints, but we don't have time because this is a Sunday morning at a Baptist church, and I've probably been up here too long already.